Hello there. Hi, guys. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Today, I wanted to just share something that I do, as a stress reliever. And, as women, we have so much going on that sometimes we just need to find that escape. My escape is crafts, or, just doing things, really. So, I am doing those shells. So I wanted to show you guys what I have done. And let me just grab a couple. So I want to show you those. These are those that I have already done. So if you can see, these are basically done from tissue. I usually use the two-ply tissue, and this is not, an original idea, but I usually use like when you have two-ply, like you can peel the back off and then keep the decorative part. That's what I use. So I had those two pieces. I wanted to share this with you so you guys can, see. So basically, I use a painting brush, water. Since I started doing this, I do have water that I had uh, that I've already utilized, and this is just so that the brush doesn't get sticky. I'm using Mod Podge, which is a water-based type of glue. However, and it's a sealant as well. I believe you can use other glue like Elmer's glue and things like that. Oopsie. Um, just the same. But yeah, so I wanted to just share this with you. Let me just do this one. So basically, this is what I do. I just give this pretty much enough so that I can start off. Make sure I get every little area that I want the tissue to stick. Okay. So if there is something that something you enjoy doing, use that as a way to just, unwind, relax, stress reliever, stuff like that. Okay. So now that I have this, depend on where I want, to highlight. So I want this blue flower. So I'm going to make sure that it is sort of central on here. And I just take my time, just kind of dab it on and manipulate the paper so that, it goes where I want it to be. But then just know that the tissue paper is a little fragile, okay? Now in this crevice here, you want to make sure it's sitting properly at the bottom of the shell. And then this is what I do. Just use my fingers and try to just make sure that it sits. You just have to be careful because the tissue now is very vulnerable. So as you can see, I'm just gently manipulating and using my fingers in order to get everything to lay down. But just be careful, be gentle about it. But that's something you can do if you wish. You can get craft shells, at craft stores. I got those. I believe I got those on Amazon, and they're a pretty decent size. Now, once I make sure that it is all fit in here, I just use the same brush. And the reason why I do that is I want to get the ends moist, and I'll show you why, which definitely helps. So just go around the shell, fancy smudging. Now be careful here because if hair is a little tender, you can tear it in the middle. It happened to me already. So just make sure your hand is resting somewhere that is not going to compromise anything. All right. So the reason why I did that is so that I can get it to tear easier. Okay. So once it tears through, as you notice, it just, tearing pretty easy around. Okay. Now you may have some free edges. All you do, I just use the rest, like whatever that's left on the brush, and I just go around and just tame everything, make sure it's nice and flat everywhere. If I need to use a little more, just a touch to get it all down, I do that. But basically, that's what one of my pastimes. Now, since this Mod Podge is a water-based glue, a sealant, I just go ahead and pass some on top, just the same way. And of course, take your time, be gentle about it. Oops. It serves as a sealant, just keeping the tissue, you know, tamed and everything. So yeah, so that's it. So once you have that, put it to dry, and then that's it. So as you can see, like I said, I have done those two already. So if you can see, there's like a little shimmer in there, and that's for that sealant that I Mod Podge. I think you can get that, at Walmart or on Amazon. I think is either five something for one, but this is a bigger bottle. But this is matte finish um here, and it is a water-based glue, sealant, and finish. Okay, so there you go. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I'm going to just go ahead and continue with the other two, and I will be all done. And when I will actually be using it in a project, I don't know what yet, but I'll share with you guys the end product. Again, these are good stress relievers. If there's something you love to do, read, exercise, whatever it is, incorporate that into your as much as possible into your daily life, which helps with your mental health. So you have an awesome day, and I shall see you guys later. Bye.